Right, okay, thank you for joining The Average Golfer for a real interesting video out on the course. This isn't about tech specs. I'm going to give you no data on these shots that we're going to hit. It's all about performance in a real world out on the course.
In our opinion.
Yeah, in our opinion, but some real-time testing. We're going to hit, what, half a dozen shots, different situations out the rough, off the tee, off the fairway. Yeah. See how they react into greens. We've got M6 Rescue, G410, two of the biggest and most impressive game improvements, I would say, sort of, maybe not game improvements the wrong thing, but these will appeal to a wider audience, let's say, in terms of hybrids. And then Lewis has got the Apex hybrid, which I think is aimed at the better player, and hence why I've asked Lewis to get involved in this test. So I want to know your opinion of what these things do in terms of performance. Would you game a hybrid in the...
I would, if it was right. I mean, I love the look of this Apex, but if the performance right, I'll game...
do you currently?
I don't. No, I've got a strong 3 iron. I've got 19-degree 3 iron. So these, no, this is 20 degree.
Have you ever hit that Apex?
Nope, no. Never hit any of these, so it'll be really interesting. I haven't gamed a hybrid for maybe 4 or 5 years, so... Well,
it'll be interesting to see Lewis's opinion. I'm glad he's here. I always like to have him on the videos anyway, but I think it's a really interesting one to see. I'm going to be more geared towards these, I think, and I think you would perhaps be more geared towards that, but that's like a preconceived idea. So the interesting thing will be what happens when we start hitting some golf balls. So we're going to go 20 yards to my left and get whacking a few of these off the tee to start with, mate.
Great.
Ready for this?
Ready.
So Lewis up first, he's going to try the Apex. This is the one he likes the look of. Well, it was a great ball flight. It was a super strike. I'd be interested in straight away Lewis' reaction.
Yeah, love it.
Good ball flight, wasn't it?
Great ball flight. I mean, that just come off absolutely great, hasn't it?
So for me, not as confident as a player, as good as a player as Lewis. This is a lot smaller profile in terms of the overall sat behind a ball. It's almost iron-like in the face, isn't it? It's very...
It's sleek.
It's
on the iron side of the hybrid.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good description, Luke.
Come off well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the same. It was a shot I aimed for a bit of a cut. It did it. It's the type of thing that, again, maybe more geared towards Lewis. The ability to shape a shot with this type of club that I mightn't be able to quite do with a hybrid, but it did exactly what I wanted it to do. It came off the face. I don't think I found the middle. I'll be interested to see how we get on with these next two. So, which are you going for next, Lou?
I think we'll go M6.
M6 next for Louis.
So you didn't quite get that out the middle.
No.
Did it go as you wanted?
Flight was exactly.
Yeah. I was going to say.
It
didn't fly like something that wasn't struck, which was good.
It wasn't, but in terms of shape of shot, what I tried to hit, it did it.
So this is actually a degree stronger than. This is a degree stronger than the Apex. So they're both 3 hybrids, but this is 19. It's a little bit more.
So what did that make the Apex then? Right, Louis, on to the... Don't want to baffle you with maths, mate.
What time is it?
You nearly answered that then.
What time is it?
Right, so M6 hybrid. Now for me, I like the look of this club. It's very much, it's like a miniature version of the M5 M6 driver. Oh, super shot. The word frozen rope, mate.
That's gone as well.
Hasn't it?
That is gone.
Super strike. Ball flight, was you aiming? It was right at the bunker and never moved off it.
I didn't think I could get there.
Yeah.
And you carried it.
Yeah, you carried it, landed on very top of the bunker and bounced off.
That's sat better in my opinion, and it's come off super fast. Is this I'll lit it out the middle of the club and see what that feels like, and you'll lit it out the off.
Yeah, then that's what I mean.
And that's what we're going for. The contrasting review of the middle versus the edge of the club face.
The thing is, mate, in a club review, it's very much about both of us working for the same results. So you can't be giving me stick. That you're just carrying on from the match.
A little bit lower. I mean, dead straight. You
yeah,
can't,
the interesting thing for me as well is, we're joking apart, is I found there's very much the bottom grooves there, and it come out the bottom, but I can't believe how far it's gone. So I need to give that a few more goes before I give an opinion on it. But I will say, performance versus strike, is it done far better than it should have done from what I just put on it.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
Okay, so that's down. So don't forget, we've got ping. This is ping G410.
Yeah.
Same tee shot.
19 again. Adjustability on this one though. So
Yeah. But it's set at what, 19?
set at 19. Yeah, absolutely. The same as the TaylorMade.
That's slightly left the target. Again, flew out the face.
Yeah.
I think this is the point as well, is that somebody, Lewis, I'm trying these things all the time at the minute, so the move forward that I've seen is sort of minimal, I suppose, but if you've been a long iron player and always used to that and against hybrids for the reasons that I wouldn't have played a hybrid myself a couple of years ago, I think they made some serious improvements in these clubs in the last 12 months or so. And now, like I said, the kind of negatives that you might have had about these clubs and why you wouldn't game them, I think have been taken away a little bit.
Look at that. I mean, you've played the last couple of rounds with that fairway wood of that, and that's exactly the same. That is so good.
Again, line being at the bunker, it didn't move from it. It's not gone as long as the ball Louis hit and as you'd expect it to do, but that probably again wasn't bulleted out the middle. Fairly easy swing, and it's gone. For me at the moment, not a lot to split the three, to be perfectly honest. So let's get back down the fairway and try another situation. Right, so next up, 215?
215.
215 to the flag. It'll be a bit too long for me. I think if I get front edge, I'd be sort of playing this thing in around 200 yards, is what I'd be playing. Louis about 215. Gonna go with the apex first of all, keep it in the same way as we did. So, away you go, mate. Hit that green. Same golf ball for every shot.
TaylorMade TP5 balls, so there's no variables in there. What lower ball flight, Lou?
Yeah, a bit heavy to be honest, but went straight. Probably went the right distance as well, so.
This is the thing I find about this club in particular though. I mean, I just don't find that it picks the ball up as easy. So again, with that lower place CG that you find in the Ping and the TaylorMade, from my testing that I've done with this so far, I find that's an issue. I can't get the same ball flight.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. If the performance was as good as it looked, I think it'd be a winner for me. Good strike.
Yeah.
Good distance, a little bit left, but
It was left, it stayed down that left hand side. I actually picked it up quite good. It was a good strike. I opened up a little bit and pulled it down that left.
Right, so Lewis, M6, mate. Liked it off the first tee shot. Let's see what you think off the fairway.
Yeah.
Don't forget, greens at 215. I'm seeing a nice high ball flight here. One bounce, roll up, in. Oh, called that quite good. What a ball flight that is. That's one bounce rolling in. Off, is it?
it'll be very close.
Thoughts on it?
It'll be very close. Yeah, exceeding my expectations of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks growing on me, but it's all about performance. If you can't see it go straight and fly how you want it to fly, but it is, so.
That's two decent shots you've hit with it though, isn't it?
Yeah, really good shot. M6?
Yeah, for me, from looks, this would be the best looking out of the three for me. I love that little thin line that they've put, the thin air line, but it's exactly the same as the M6, M3 drivers.
A little bit straighter than previous models.
Straight edge really good to square everything up, and that matte black finish I much prefer. So from a looks department, this wins hands down for me. But it's about performance, Lou, isn't it?
That's why we're here, on course, real life. Oh yeah. See, that's a lot straighter, isn't it? There's no curvature on that.
No.
And I'm going to go as far as to say that's pitch front edge, which
Yeah, it's kind of this.
You told me you can't get there from here. think it sits nice behind the ball.
It's shallow, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you not think it seems shallow compared to the other two?
I like it.
There's that noise I don't like.
I haven't quite got that.
Yeah.
So it's probably a good test of it. But might have even have caught the right edge of the green. Good straight flight again.
Oh, super. I mean,
Probably going to catch the edge of the green.
that's again not far off in terms of distance. It was actually absolutely bulleted. I don't know whether you can pick the ball flight up. That went into the clouds. So again, down to my delivery, don't get me wrong, but that ball has literally flew up into the sky there. I'd have no problem with the performance out of these two from, you know, two elements in. For me, the clubs that are aimed at my level are definitely the two clubs that I would go towards, and for me the Apex is, I just couldn't game it. That's where I'm at so far. But we're the last bit of the test. We'll have a bit of fun at the end, but last bit of the test now, we need something from out of the rough. So I showed you where all those were. The most impressive thing to me was the distance between all of those balls was virtually, well, it was hard to split them, wasn't it? I hit one down the left, which I pulled down the left, so taking that one out of the equation.
The sort of varied quality of strike and the non-variance of distance.
And difference in ball flight as well.
Yeah, we couldn't really see the carry, but where they've sort of landed, but where they've finished, which is kind of really what matters. There was a broad spectrum of quality of strikes, and there's 3 on the green, 2 over there. There's 1 just missed left.
So, in terms of forgiveness, then, what would you say was the more forgiving out of the 3?
I mean, across the board, I think my opinions, sort of my perception, first of all, would be Apex was going to be more suited to me. M6 and the Ping probably a little bit sort of not tailored towards sort of my sort of player. My type of player, but
yep, I think that's fair enough.
From a forgiveness point of view, you know, we don't hit it out the middle of the club every time, and carry distance and flight, certainly the Ping and the TaylorMade were a lot better. You know, I didn't quite get one with the Apex, and it was an instant sort of, you know, dropping ball flight, dropping carry distance.
Yeah, there was.
So yeah, but it really changed my opinion straight off the bat in terms of forgiveness.